Well, as college students are starting to head back to class, some are returning to in-person learning for the first time.
ABC 6 News reporter Mackenzie Davis joins us live from RCTC tonight with more from students who say this will be an interesting adjustment for them. Mackenzie?
James and Laura, for some it can be a nerve-wracking time heading back to school, especially with health concerns, but for others it's a great time for them to see their friends again. Now here today on campus here at the Rochester Community and Technical College, some students tell me it's their first week back on campus having in-person classes in a couple of years because of the pandemic.
I took a gap year, so I'm excited to finally get back to school, yeah.
With her gap year and COVID, Mullen DeLima is finally back to in-person learning, studying radiography for Mayo Clinic.
Pretty nice to come back after 3 years.
For other students, they've spent the last few years of high school online.
Well, I'm actually a freshman. This is my first year of college, so it's interesting, a new experience, but fun.
Masks are no longer required at RCTC except for in clinic and healthcare areas. Some students I spoke with say they aren't concerned about COVID-19 anymore.
No,
not at all.
Yeah.
Everyone seems pretty safe, and we know that if it spiked up again, they'd take the procedures for it. So
others remain cautious, especially because they also work in hospitals.
COVID is always going to be a worry of mine. I think it's always going to be a worry.
RCTC says it will continue to monitor through the CDC and the Minnesota Department of Health the emergence of other viruses that may adversely impact campus community, such as monkeypox. Adding right now, case counts of monkeypox are relatively low across the state. Some students don't know what to think, but aren't as concerned about monkeypox as they are about COVID.
Yeah, a little bit, because that seems to be spreading a lot quicker than anyone thought it would. But what's good is we have vaccines for it.
In the meantime, for these students, they aren't letting it get in the way of their new school year.
I mean, don't let it stop the fun, I guess.
As for COVID-19, students and staff need to follow the latest guidance from the CDC. James and Laura.
Thanks, Mackenzie.